Do you think that isolation Tobias Harris, pick and roll Tobias is the best closing option that you're going to have?
It's a good option for us. We've done it all year, and we didn't really care about fouls. That's one thing I don't do. I think you get out of rhythm when you start trying to draw fouls from a guy that has 5 fouls. We were going to run that action no matter who, because someone was going to have to switch on Tobias, a guard. And I like our chances with Tobias in the post against a guard any day of the week. And so we didn't care which guard. Um, we were just going to go for it, and it was a good option. We had Seth if they helped, which they did help them one time. We got the 3, so I thought our spacing was good as well.
Let's go to John Clark.
Hey, Doc, were you able to catch what Tobias was yelling out to the fans after he was taking over down the stretch there?
No.
It looked like he yelled, "I'm an all-star," and it looked like he had so much passion and emotion and so fired up. I mean, how much is he using that to fuel him?
I don't. It's a good question. I'm sure it fuels him, and he is an all-star, in my opinion. And that's not a slight. I think whenever someone says that, they mean someone else isn't. Everyone's deserving who was on it, but Tobias is one as well. I think Tobias wants to win more, but I still think he thinks he should have been on the All-Star team, and I agree with that.
Paul Hudrick.
Hey Doc, obviously Seth gave you a huge boost in the third quarter. You only took 4 shots in the first half, then it came out kind of gunning in the third quarter. Was that something that you kind of talked to him about, or is it just him maybe feeling the game out?
We passed the ball in the second half. I was really frustrated in the first half. Those first 5 possessions of the game, I think they had 4 uncontested shots with us standing there. We couldn't get open. They got up into our bodies, and we just thought we would casually come to the ball. Everybody tried to make individual plays. So I wasn't real happy the first half or at halftime. I can tell you that. And then I thought in the second half, we talked about an action with Ben Tobias or Seth and stay in that action. And I thought we did it in the second half. I was frustrated that we couldn't see that in the first half.
Hi, Carlin.
Hey, Coach. The Knicks are obviously just a very physical bunch. How do you kind of keep going, not get frustrated on offense despite calls not going your way or anything like that?
Yeah, you just have to. I didn't think we had our smartest game offensively in the first half. I thought down the stretch, it's been amazing how many games in the fourth quarter, last 6 minutes, we execute, we move the ball, and we play right. But the game was physical, a lot of grabbing, a lot of fouls both ways, too much frustration, in my opinion. And so it was a good test for us because these are how some of the playoff games will be. Not all of them, but you'll have a few like this, and you have to find a way to win. And to win this game tonight without, Joel on the floor and things are not going your way early was a big statement by this team.
Thank you, Coach.
Martin Rosen.
Hey Doc, when Furkan and Matisse are playing the way that they've played since the break, how much more confidence does that give you in your bench, and what are you liking most about the two of them?
Furk is just aggressive offensively, and we want him to stay that way. And when he makes shots, it opens the floor for everybody. It opens the floor for Shake. And Matisse just defensively. He just keep making plays, I told him tonight it was a great defensive game for an average player, but it was an average defensive game for him. That's how much I expect out of him. And he actually agreed with that. So I told him he owes me one for tomorrow.
Keith Pompey.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Talking about tomorrow, Milwaukee is a team. A lot of people have been talking about y'all, and they've been talking about Brooklyn. A lot of people rarely talk about Milwaukee. What really stands out to you about the Bucks?
They're the best team in the East. At least that's what everyone has said early on, and now, our record says we are, and we've earned that. But they're great. I mean, they've been together. What stands out is they have a guy named Giannis, and they set the tables through him. But they're long, they're athletic, The biggest thing for them is they've played together, you know. So chemistry is to their advantage, you know, and so that's what makes them so tough.
What do you think the keys are? I know you're not going to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But what's the best thing when you prepare against a squad like this?
Well, I haven't looked at them long enough yet, Pete. Keith. Tonight I'll watch more film. I mean, we have our ideas, but I don't want to guess tonight.
Thanks.
Last two, Noah Levick.
Hey, Doc. Dwight obviously always brings a lot of energy, but after the All-Star break, he's been very productive basically in every one of these games. Why do you think he's been playing at such a high level after the break?
Probably the drinks he had in Puerto Rico or wherever he went over the break. You know, he was able to relax. I don't know. I think it's just who he is, number one. I think the fans help. He loves an audience. But he's been so important to us. I thought he stabilized us in the first half and came in and made some plays. And, I thought the Knicks were having their way with us in the physicality department. And then we threw in Dwight and all that changed. That's what he does for your team.
And Austin Krell.
Hey Doc, from what I saw, there were a couple moments in this game where you guys were switching a little bit on the defensive side of the court. What kind of went into that, decision making to switch with a team that likes to get physical, likes to get downhill like the Knicks?
When we went small, we were supposed to switch 1 through 5, and we forgot 4 times in a row. That part was disappointing, I can tell you that. And then in the second half, we were switching. We started out the game switching 1 through 3, which we typically do. And then we added the 4th guy because we're going to come on Randall anyway. I thought, what people missed the most about this game, I think we looked at Tobias 30. Defensively tonight, Tobias was phenomenal. He was as good as I've ever seen him. Got a ton of deflections, got his hand in there on Randall. I thought that was the key to the game is Tobias Harris' defense. He allowed us to guard Randall one-on-one for the most part. That's hard to do because Randall's a heck of a player. I thought that was the key to the game.